Yeah, can go. Yeah. First of all, many thanks for the invitation. It's my pleasure to be speaking about Portugal, speaking about golden visa and investments in properties. My name is Vishnu Marina. I'm 48 years old. I'm CEO of a group of companies named as Casa 10. We are a Portuguese-based company. I'm a Portuguese citizen, and we are based in Lisbon. We have offices that crosses all the country. Portugal, it's a European country, and only makes border with another country, which is Spain. I don't know if you want to translate.
Go ahead.
Okay, so our company was created in 2006. In Lisbon, and we were on the first step of creation. We were residential use. Nowadays, we sell all kinds of projects, residential, commercial, hotels, any kind of property that we have to sell in Portugal, we sell it. We have a very expertise company and expert in all kinds of areas. Okay, we are here. The most part of the time we represent the clients, going on their behalf and making all the due diligence and all the management of properties, acquisitions, everything related with the business. Okay, we have 16 years experience in the Portuguese market, and we are here to stay for the long time. Okay, we do management of properties, we rent, we buy, we sell, we make renovation. We are now also starting to have construction. So we are a one-stop shop regarding to property investment in Portugal. Okay. So what about Portugal? Well, Portugal is a European country. We are part of European Union since the 80s. We had a big development in infrastructure and quality of life for the citizens of Portugal since we came into the European Union. Okay, we are part of the European Union, as I said, and we are one of the safest countries in the world. In terms of population, we are only 10.5 million euros, 10.5 million persons, sorry. And we are on the extreme side of Europe. We only make border with one other country, which is Spain. Spain and the Atlantic Ocean. This is why we are here on this very, very lovely area. And we are here with a very good quality of life, peace of mind, security, and all that you can imagine. Okay. So we are having now a lot of clients that want to have a European passport, mainly Portuguese passports. Okay, how can you get a European passport, and what can this give you as a benefit? Well, in Europe, people have rights, and rights are very real and very concrete. It's like something that for us as Europeans, it's mandatory. We don't discuss. Okay, so if you become a citizenship from Europe, you will have free coverage. You get a very powerful passport. You can have movement to be free to move everywhere. Non-discrimination, it's also very important. Free education. You can vote and be candidates for the government, for example. Tomorrow we'll have the elections for the Portuguese government. And the food here, it's a very important issue also, that you have a safety on the food that you eat. Everything is checked, and everything needs to have some rules in order to go to the market and to be sold to final or end user, let's say so. So we have rules, and all the governments all around Europe go by those rules that are established for a long. Okay? So why Portugal? Why will you decide for Portugal and not for other countries? Well, we have only 10.4 million people. The two biggest cities of Portugal is Lisbon, the capital city, and Porto, the second city, which is on the north of Portugal. We are on the top 3 of World Safety Index. So we are one of the safest countries in the world. And we are on the number 34 on World Economic Competitiveness Index, okay? We have different regions in Portugal. For example, Lisbon, it's the capital city, and it's an international and commercial hub. We have a lot of events that are coming to Portugal on a permanent basis. For example, the Web Summit. It's something that happens in the month of November, and brings people from all parts of the world with their ideas to explain to potential investors. It's becoming a very well-known summit worldwide. Also, Lisbon is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. In terms of the weather, it's something unbelievable. Even today, we are in January. It's a very sunny day. It's cold, but it's sunny. And it's attracting a lot of investors to live, to invest their money, to create richness, to make new developments. So Lisbon is a capital of opportunities, I would say so. Porto is in the north, the second city of the country, is also a very prosperous city. And the main activity there is tourism and hospitality, obviously. And also it has a big industry cluster. Big part of the industry in Portugal is on the north, on Porto region, okay? We also have very good wineries in this region of Porto, mainly crossing the Douro River. It's one of the biggest rivers that we have in Portugal. Alentejo. Alentejo is only 1 hour away from Lisbon, and it's becoming World Heritage by UNESCO. So it's recognized worldwide, and for these international organizations, that is the World Patrimonium. Okay, so you have a lot of old churches, old monuments that are classified and are historical monuments for everybody. In the tourism is also coming very high on these areas. And for example, in Alentejo, in one of the cities that is called Évora, where we have one of our offices, we also have a cluster of aeronautics there, mainly with a company that is called Embraer, that produces small jets over there in Évora. Then we have the Algarve. The Algarve is the south of the country. It's beach destination, it's touristic destination. We as a local, we go on vacation on big weekends to the Algarve because the weather there is much better. The water on the sea is much hot, and it's a paradise for you to come and to enjoy a vacation, or if you are retired, to live on a permanent basis. It's unbelievable. We have more than 300 sunny days in this area of the country, on the Algarve. The food is amazing, the people are amazing, and we have a huge community, mainly for people from Central and Northern Europe living on a permanent basis. Mainly people from UK, from Ireland, Netherlands, Sweden, Finland. So everybody that has a capacity to live abroad, the Algarve is the first and the best option. It's also a paradise for retired people. People that want to have their own space, living by the sun, living by the sea, on a very secure country in a very secure area. Algarve is in fact one of the best locations, I would say, all around the world for you to come and to retire yourself, to be living there on a permanent basis. Okay. So why Portugal? We were considered in the last years the best destination in Europe. Porto and Lisbon are considered by all these big organizations the best cities to travel and to come and to retire or to live there. The cost of living here in Portugal is something unbelievable comparison to other cities in the world. You can have a very good life with a small money, okay? The food is not expensive. The groceries is not expensive. Also, the housing is not expensive if you want to rent or if you want to buy. And it's much cheaper than the big part of all other European countries, okay? Yeah, we are one of the powerful passports in the world, okay? There is always, every single year, an organization that gives you a ranking on the passport, power of the passport. And we are one of the top 3, 4, 5 countries in the world with a powerful passport. We have a lot of countries with visa free and visa on arrival on 160 countries and territories. Regarding the weather in Portugal is perfect. We have around 2,500 to 3,200 hours of sunshine per year, and an average of 4 to 6 hours in winter. So the temperature is also, it doesn't go so cold as that. We don't have snow in the 99% of the country. So it's very pleasant to be out, even now in the winter. This winter, we didn't have almost any rain. Henry is now here living on a permanent basis. He can tell you that. We don't have rain here. It's a little bit cold, but it's unbelievable. It's very, very, very nice to be here in terms of weather. Regarding the education system, so here in Portugal, by law, by constitution of the country, the government needs to give free education for everybody until you go to university. And if you in university, if you go to public universities, you will pay a small amount per year. Okay, a big part of the population speaks English because it's mandatory. But also in all the schools, since you are a young kid, to have a second language, starting to learn also as a Portuguese. Okay, so it's normal for kids to, with 3, 4, 5 years old on the public schools, start learning English. And big part of the population will speak English, if not 100%, they will do, and they can make a communication with you guys. Okay, so I would say that it's not going to be difficult to come and to speak with anybody, to give you a service, to go to a pharmacy, to a restaurant, to a supermarket. You will always have people speaking English with you. So the healthcare also, we are also ranked as one of the best countries with the public healthcare systems. The healthcare here, the public healthcare system, it's also free. As long as you are living here on a permanent basis, you get this registration and you can get the, as a local like me, you can get free healthcare. And we also have a private healthcare system, which is not expensive. I can give you my personal example. For 4 persons of my family, 2 adults and 2 kids, we pay on a private institution around 104 euros per month for 4 people. So this is not much, okay? But the public healthcare system is free for all and everybody that is living on the country. Portugal was considered the best destination, best European destination to travel and the city of Braga, which is also on the north, was considered the best European destination to visit in 2021. So all over the country, each city and each region is considered and is getting more votes and is becoming more popular to people that come to visit for 1, 2, 3 days, and they come back. And some of them want to come and stay in Portugal on a permanent basis. It's very important to tell that as a European, one of the European's best destinations, we are also attracting a lot of people now with the COVID, even more, that can work remotely and work from home. These new nomads, these new digital nomads, they only need to have an internet connection and a laptop. As long as you have this, you can work from anywhere in the world. Portugal is becoming very, very attractive mainly for these new nomads that come here and with the security, with the weather, with the food, with all the conditions that the country by itself offers. We have a huge number of new people, new entrepreneurs come to Portugal. Let's just say that internet here in Portugal is not a must. It's something that everybody has in their homes, in the streets, Wi-Fi. So the connection is very good. The connections are very good, and everybody have access to this kind of, let's say, normal. For us, it's an acquired situation. It's not something that you need to do something to have it. So this is also very important. If you are thinking about relocation, you can come here and will be very comfortable to live here on a permanent basis or for 6 months or whatever. Right? So now the Golden Visa Program. What is the Golden Visa Program? The Golden Visa Program was a program that was created by the government of Portugal in 2012. We are since the beginning of the Golden Visa Program. Now it's making 10 years. We have been done this since the beginning. We are the oldest company doing this. Doing the real estate, and then Golden Visa, we adapt all our structure inside and outside of the country. We used to do a lot of events outside the country, anywhere in the world, in China, in Dubai, also in Africa, in Latin America, in Macau, in Hong Kong, in Vietnam, South Africa. I don't know how many visits before to this promotion of the program. So the Golden Visa is mainly a program we can have a permanent residence permit if you make investment in some categories, and in the end you can also get a Portuguese passport. This depends on your own country. It gives you the possibility to have a second passport. There are countries that have no problem with that. There are others that don't allow you to have a second passport. So the Golden Visa, on the Golden Visa, you can have either a permanent residency or passport for you and your family. We will see the rules after. Okay. So in terms of there is no limit of age, no experience, no limit of education, no financial proofs, no interview. You need to have a valid passport, obviously, a legal residence. You need to have a medical insurance. You only need to stay 7 days per year in Portugal, which is 1 week, which is very nice. And you need to keep the investment under your name for at least a minimum period of 5 years. The best things of the Golden Visa, as we already spoke, we have free education for kids and protected healthcare system for the parents. You, depending on the origin of which country you are coming from, it can give you what 6, 8 months to get the approvals. You get immediately a visa-free travel to the Schengen area. So for the 26 countries of European Union, the income that you can generate in Portugal is only declared here. There is no worldwide income tax. So if you have another income in another country, that have more positive system, you can get it. You don't need to declare your worldwide income here. You can apply also for a EU citizenship after 5 years. You can live, study, work with your family, with your children, and also you can put your parents on the program with certain conditions. So the program was launched in 2012, and we had some changes just starting on the 1st of January this year, 2022. What are the main changes? So our government, in order to attract investment, not just for the big cities like Lisbon and Porto, create some limitations for the investment in residential properties, because we were having a lot of pressure for some people of the government saying that locals cannot afford to buy a house here or there or whatever. So they make some restrictions in the big cities in order to attract investment to the countryside, to low density areas, to less developed areas, like cities 1 hour away from Lisbon or from Porto. So what are the main conditions or the main changes that we have? So we cannot buy any more residential properties, apartments or villas on the big cities like Lisbon, Cascais, and Porto, okay? We can only now buy residential properties on low density areas, which is on the countryside and small areas outside of the big cities. In the big cities, we can still do the investment, like in Lisbon and Porto, but we need to buy commercial properties. In commercial properties, you can buy offices, shops, shares of hotels, touristic apartments that are licensed as service apartments. Everything that is not residential, we can still buy it to be eligible on the big cities like Lisbon and Porto. On average, the investment here needs to be done. It's 500,000 euros in the big cities on commercial properties. And if we go to low density areas, we have 400, we have a 20% discount. There is a law also that like 4 years ago, the government put on the program, is that if you buy a property with more than 30 years, also to attract investors to the country and to make the refurbishment of a lot of old buildings that was falling down, you will have a benefit of the golden visa also, but you only need to invest 350,000 euros. So if you have a property older than 30 years and its renovation works, you can apply for the golden visa with an investment of only 350,000 euros. If you go to low density areas, like the city of Évora, 1 hour away from here, you have a discount of 20%. So you only need to invest 280. With the new rules, you can only buy residential properties in low density areas and in 2 islands that we have in our country, which is Madeira Island, where Cristiano Ronaldo was born, and Azores Island, also an island in between Portugal and the US, on the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. These islands, in fact, were given between commas to the US government during the Cold War as support, and we have a military vessel starting point on the Atlantic Ocean. Other possibilities to make the golden visa is the transfer of capital. Nowadays, it's 1,500,000 euros. You can also invest in research activities carried out by public or private scientific research institutions, and you need to invest 500,000. It's like a donation. You can do an incorporation and increase commercial company capital and creation of jobs, 500,000 euros. And you can also buy shares of funds. Before was 350,000 euros. Now it's 500,000 euros, shares of investment funds, okay? You have here 2 maps of Portugal saying which areas you can invest and you cannot. So the gray area on the first map, which is the inland territories with the green area. All the gray area is the areas that are excluded from the program, okay? So you see a big part of the coastal area of the country, which is where we have our big cities, is not eligible anymore. On the right side, the yellow map, you also see quite the same. You cannot invest on the gray areas, only on the yellow ones. So in terms of the investments, these changes was something that the government approved, and they are already working. We are having a lot of clients coming and investing mainly in projects that are service apartments or hotel apartments, and people are investing on the small amount possible. So a lot of people that we have are investing 280,000 in property with the guarantee of return and some other aspects that we will see after. You can also get the golden visa by a job creation, between 8 to 10 jobs, depends on the location that you created the company. An investment for support of artistic production, restoration, maintenance of national cultural heritage. I believe here on this specific chapter, we have like what, 1 or 2 people that invested in this area. We don't have investors that want to give like this donation to the government whatsoever. I don't know if I'm speaking too fast. If you have any questions, please feel free, okay? Because now I'm going to show you some of the examples of properties that we have to sell that are still eligible for the golden visa in some different parts of the country. So meaning golden visa 500K, 500,000 euros. This, we will show you some examples of service apartments. The first one is called Martingale Residence. It belongs to a Portuguese group. It's a Portuguese company, but the owners are from Singapore and Switzerland. They came here, they fell in love by the country like 7-8 years ago, and they started investing in all parts of the country in real estate. Martingale Residence is a building that is going to be, it's under construction, will be completed in the end of this year. It's service apartments. Part of the building is hotel apartments, and another part is service apartments for you where you can live. The location is amazing. It's where we have our office in Lisbon. It's called Parque das Nações. It's a new area of the city that was created after '98, after we have the World Exhibition here in Portugal, like the Expo 2020 that is now in Dubai. Here we can have studios, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and it's eligible for this golden visa. It's one of the few apartments that we have to sell because they are service apartments, so they qualify for these new rules of the golden visa. Prices here, we don't have any more studios. Studios are full sold. 1 bedroom are full sold. We only have 2 bedroom apartments starting at 850,000 euros. 850. Penthouse here, the biggest penthouse that we have on this specific condominium in the last 2 floors, which is a duplex penthouse. The cost is 5.3 million euros. So it's one of the biggest and the expensive penthouses that we have in the Lisbon city. Okay. Sorry. In this development, you also can use it as hotel apartments. You can have the concierge, all the service that you can have in an hotel, you have it here. Okay, you can use all the services inside the hotel for your own daily basis life. Okay. The next one is another hotel project with apartments, with service apartments, and it's the first hotel that Wyatt Regency is opening in Portugal. This is a very traditional hotel group in, I believe, in US and other countries, but this is going to be the first project that they will do in Portugal. So here you buy an apartment and you give the management to the hotel. It's mandatory. It's also eligible. Then here we have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. It's service apartments with the best that this hotel group can give you. The location is amazing because it's in front of River Tagus. It's in Belém area. It's a very, very nice place for you to live and to enjoy. And the prices here starts in 770,000 euros for 1-bedroom apartments. The quality and the finishes are amazing, 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 amazing. And this is a very good sign for us because even these big hotel groups are coming to Portugal to invest. So the potential is here. The market is here. Okay. This is some of the pictures that you can see of a finished apartment in the Wyatt. Okay. It's one of the latest hotel groups, worldwide hotel groups that comes to Portugal. Okay. We can move to the next one. The next one is an apartment also. And here we have several kinds of properties. This is called Pine Cliffs Resort. It's the best resort all over the Europe. It's in the Algarve on the south of Portugal. You have a direct access to the beach. You have 15 different restaurants. You have your own golf course. You have swimming pool, a small shopping. It's something unbelievable. If I could, I would live on this resort because all the facilities are there, the security, it's something amazing. We have around 154 units to sell here. We have also villas. Sorry. And the developer here guarantee you a 5% return per year on the first 5 years. Okay. So you can count on this and you can enjoy 26 weeks per year. So 6 months during the year, you can enjoy the apartment. You can live there for 6 months. Okay. So you need to choose 2 weeks in July and August because it's high season and they will collect a lot of money to clients that want to stay here. To have an idea, I already stayed in Pine Cliffs several times. And what we have here in terms of price in July and August is around, for the 2-bedroom apartments, around 1,000 euros per night, which is a big money for Portugal. The clientele that we have here, mainly from UK, now we are having a lot of Americans coming because this is managed by Marriott International, and American clients are coming to test and to enjoy also the resort. This is the best resort in all Europe, okay? And it's very, very well located. We have an international airport just 30 minutes away from here. Sorry. All the apartments are fully equipped because this also works as a hotel apartments, okay? And it's eligible for the golden visa, okay? On this specific project, this apartment, for example, this 2-bedroom apartment, the cost of it is 1,100,000 euros. How can you get this? This is very important. You can be co-owners in the property. Imagine that 2 brothers want to have the golden visa. This property, which is costing 1.1 million, you can split by 2, 550 for each one. You get the property and both are qualified for the program. You can buy as co-owners, okay? It's important also for you to have this idea. Yeah. The next one is Vishnu Marina Apart Hotel. This is like a flat service in Portimão, also in the south in the Algarve. These are service apartments, 1 and 2 bedrooms, very near from the beach, walking distance from the beach. And we have here 1 bedroom starting in 300,000 euros and 2 bedrooms starting on 500,000. Here we also have the guarantee of return of 4%, minimum 5 years. Okay, so you can buy 1 apartment with 2 bedrooms, or you can buy 2 apartments with one bedroom. Okay, furniture included, income, and all the maintenance costs included. You can also enjoy a minimum of 7 days per year to come and to stay in your apartment in this specific resort. It's a very well located resort. And it's very pleasant to be there. The beach is near. You have restaurants, seafood restaurants. Also are very near. So it's very convenient. This are also a part of the sorry. So this is just some examples, okay, of the 500,000 euro property that we still have to classified as service apartments and are still eligible for the golden visa as a new property. Then we now go to another category, which is 350,000 euro golden visa. These 350,000 euro golden visa are mainly renovation projects or refurbishment projects located in Porto and Lisbon. Okay. For example, this property in Porto Suites Hotel, it was a building that this developer bought, make the full renovation, and now is renting to potential clients or entrepreneurs or whatsoever. So here they are eligible because they are service apartments and in Porto. And once this is a rehabilitation project, it's eligible for the 350,000 category. Okay. Here we have like studios, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments starting in 350,000 euros. Okay. Then we have another project for the 350, which is an hotel apartment. Sorry, it's an hotel project. Sorry. It's an hotel project that will have around 225 rooms. It's in Lisbon, in an industrial area that has a lot of people, a lot of big companies going there. And the idea here is to give 3% guarantee of return and the buyback option after 6 years. Okay. And you can stay 7 days per year free on the hotel. Okay. The investment here is 350,000 euros. And here, the business model is a little bit different from all the others. Here, we will have a co-ownership of all the hotel, okay? We will have around 200 co-owners on this hotel. So you will buy like a piece of the hotel. You will be owner of one of 200 parts of the hotel, okay? The management here will be on a very good company and very reliable company. This group already invested in Portugal, something like 400 million euros in some 12, 13 projects all around the country. And they are one of the biggest investors that we have now in Portugal, okay? And then we have now the king of the golden visa, which is the 280 projects. This is what a lot of people are investing because the conditions are always the same and the final goal is always the same. So with the 280, you also can get the passport of the permanent residency for you and for your family. So 280 projects. We have this first one, which is in Albufeira, or a Sol project. We know this project very, very well. This project is a 60-unit block of apartments. It was hotel apartments, okay? So the property here is freehold. It's very important also to say. You buy an apartment here, and the developer guarantees you 3% return for 5 years. The location is amazing because it's like 1 minute away from the beach. A big part of the apartments have a direct sea view. And on the top, we will have a gym and a lounge where you can enjoy the sunset and the amazing views to the sea. The ocean is just in front of you. Praia de Oura is one of the most well-known touristic destinations in the Algarve, in Albufeira city. We have a lot of clients, mainly clients coming from UK to enjoy here. You are very near from the beach. You are very near from the restaurants, from the clubs, from the nightlife. So this is a 5-star project in terms of income and potential valuation and in capital appreciation for the next years. We have apartments here starting at 280 until 320. All of them are eligible for the golden visa. The most important in this project, is that the developer gives you 3% income guaranteed for 5 years. He will pay you upfront after the final deed is done and the register of the property is under your name. 2 weeks maximum, they will pay you the return of the 5 years. And also, they will buy back the property from you after 5 years, after you get the passport or the permanent residence. This is being sold, wow, very, very, very quickly. We sold 35 units of the 60 in just 1 month. So we can go to the next one. So the next one is a property, a freehold property with a guarantee of income of 4% in another location. This is 1 hour away from Lisbon. It's in Évora city. That city that I spoke to you guys, that it's on the Alentejo region, the city that is a cluster for aeronautic industry, and the city that is World Heritage Patrimonium. Okay, here we have 1 and 2 bedrooms starting at 280,000 euros with 4% income, and also guarantees you the 280 golden visa program. It's important to give you the idea, with only one investment of 280,000 euros, you can have the permanent residence and the passport for all your family. What do I mean? You can have the passport for the main applicant, the spouse, if you have kids, also for the kids, and if you have parents, both adults, if you have parents, and if they are dependent on you, you can also put your parents on the program, okay? So with only one investment of 280, you can put all your family inside the program, okay? You can go to the next one. It's a building to be refurbished also in Évora city. And it's also eligible for the golden visa of 280,000. As you can see, this is a full building with 4 units, 4 independent units, and we need to make a lot of renovation works here. This can be to rent or to live, or can be a shop, or can be like a student accommodation. We can do a lot of situations on this specific project. And it's eligible for the 280. Then we have another option in another different location of the country. São Pedro do Sul is on the north of Portugal, also countryside. It's like 1 hour away from Porto City. And what we have here, it's one of the most well-known thermal water and medicine areas of Portugal. Mainly people go here to go for these thermal waters for 1 week, for 2 weeks. And here we have this residential project where we are selling 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms with a guarantee of income 4 or 5% for 5 years. Okay, this is brand new apartments, or the apartments are being refurbished and they will be delivered as brand new. And they also qualify for the golden visa of 280,000 euros. Okay, this is also a very nice option of investment. And here you can get the income paid monthly or as 5% during 5 years. Or if you want to get the income, the return of the investment paid upfront, the developer will pay you 4% times 5 years. And last but not least, another project for the 280, which was an old solar, it's like a palace, old palace that belonged to a very prestigious artist of Portugal, that was bought also for a developer that we represent. And now he's going to make 6 apartments that are also eligible for the golden visa. Here you also can have a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment This is very near from Lisbon. I would say this is like 45 minutes away from Lisbon. And it's a renovation project of an ancient palace that will give you the possibility to have a house there on like a gated community with the historical appraisal of the building, with history, with a very well-known Portuguese actress. And this will be also a very nice project to invest and to get the golden visa, to achieve to the golden visa. And I believe this is it. We present you here like 7 or 8 different projects on the different categories. So we can have different options and going from north to the south of Portugal and from the different levels of investment. Okay. So if you have any questions that I can clarify with you guys, it will be my pleasure to give any answer.
大家有什么问题吗？
Hey, Henry.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So for the capital gain, what's the tax law for capital gain after 5 years if you sell your property?
Okay, if you sell your property after 5 years, you only pay capital gain on the balance, on the profit that you make on the property. Imagine that you are buying a property of 100,000 euros and you sell it for 200. So you have a profit of 100,000 euros. You can deduct expenses like condominium costs, taxes that you pay on the purchase of the property, and annual tax on the property. So everything that you have related with the property, you can deduct on the profit that you have by selling. On the remaining amount, after you deduct all the expenses, you will have a net value to pay around 12.5%.
21.5%, right?
12.5. 12.5.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And obviously, you only will declare in Portugal the gains that you have here, the income that you have here. So if you have another income worldwide, you don't need to declare it here. You will only declare your income that you have in Portugal, mainly the rentals that you will collect from the property.
So included the 5% earning or 4% or 3%, it depends on the property, right? What do you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What is the
Yes.
ordinary income tax for, for a citizen in Portugal or residents in Portugal?
For the rental?
Just an ordinary income.
You're talking
Ordinary
about
income depends on the level. Depends on the level of income. But I can say that if you earn more than 100,000 euros in Portugal as a citizen, like myself, you will have to pay around 48% to the government. Yeah.
Okay.
On the rentals, you will pay 28%. Okay. Only. And you can deduct all those expenses that I told you before. The condominium cost, the annual tax on the property, some insurance, whatever. You can deduct that on this expense.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Victor, I have a question. So all the properties you mentioned, can you rent those units off either, commercial service apartment or just regular apartments? Can you rent them out?
Yeah, sure. We will do that management also.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Great.
And some of them are already with this guarantee of income, because the companies that are selling also, they have their own management team, and they will rent it on your behalf. For example, Orosol project, that is the first one that we saw on the 280 category. The company that is selling the project they also have inside their group a management company. So they will give you the 3%, this one, they will give you the 3% guaranteed income paid upfront after you make the title deed of the house under your name, and they will manage the property for the next 5 years. Obviously, they will pay water, electricity, gas, TV, internet, condominium costs, everything. So you don't need to pay any cost. You only have to pay, which is mandatory because the property is under your name, the annual tax on the property, okay? And also, I always advise my clients to make an insurance, okay? Just in case. They will have for sure an insurance, but I always advise my clients to make an insurance for their own property. And an insurance here for a 1 or 2 bedrooms can cost you 100 euros per year. So it's not much.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. These projects are now being selling very, very fast because what these projects means is it's an existing building that is going to be completely refurbished, 100% refurbished, and it's going to be like a new project on the area. It's touristic area. We need to be this in consideration. It's almost in front of the beach, and nightlife, restaurants. So it's a very, very attractive area to invest. I would say that the potential of growing the investment on these areas facing the sea, it's much higher than others. This is my opinion, because you will always have tourism going to these places, always. Tourism here on this specific area of Albufeira is here for the last 50 years. So it will be always there for the next 50 years.
Any more questions?
Victor, I have one more question. What is the property tax? Percentage of property tax in Portugal?
When you buy it, or the annual tax?
Annual.
The annual tax always depends on the value that the tax authorities give to the property. For example, on this specific project, I was looking to a property today here. The tax value is around 75,000 euros. And the annual tax on this is around 0.04. So means 280, 300 euros per year. It's not much. It's not much. On the service apartments, the most expensive part that you need to pay to the government is the transmission tax. You only pay once when you buy the property. And on a property like this, which is a service apartments, you need to consider 6.5% as transmission tax plus 0.8% as stamp duty. This is mandatory by law to pay to the government.
这个在这个葡萄牙这个地税啊，你不能不同，你不能按那个美国这个观念去对比，因为它是完全是不一样的。它那个刚才 Peter 讲，我不知道大家听清楚没有，就说这个美国那个地税它是按那个市场价值或者是评估的价值或者政府认定的价值，因为和那个市场那个真实的成交价值可能还差一点距离，就可能会少一点，多数不会比市场价值高嘛。这就是正常可以理解的范围之内， 这边的这个地税的这个基数呢，这个地税的基数是这个税务局呢给你一个估价这个征税这个基数，这个基数好像和别人都没有关系。你看刚才他讲的是这个片段，他5万块钱、几万块钱，这税务局的估地税的基数，然后你再是一个这个比例，然后你看就200多块钱一年，基本是这样。所以这边这个持有物业的成本那个很低。没有什么压力，那个就是很多人房子放那个地方也没办法，就不想用啊，或者是放荒废呢，或者是用不了啊，就很多这样的房子。所以这个很大的特点就是说，这个持有物业的成本这个税很低，但是就是说另外一个比较不同和美国不同的就是这个交易税，这个一次性的交易税比较那个高。这个你看刚才讲说这个是6.5%，然后再加上0.8%这个印花税，就这是一次性的。剩下那个地税那个 property tax 跟地税呢，它就是和美国的完全不一样，它那个征税呢基数非常低。这个才是在那个政府的文件上能看到它那个基数的是多少，就说这个很不一样。我没有碰见过上千的房子这个地税，我看过50套左右的房子，没有一个是超过这个。所以这个持有成本非常低。大家还有什么别的问题吗？大家都来过葡萄牙吗？还是没来过？还是谁有人来过？
就是那个 Victor Service 是 one stop shop 还是他们只做 real estate 这一部分？
都对，律师可以把律师完全打包都做。如果你喜欢，你找自己的律师找自己的。
好的。
你来过没有？
没有去过。
就很多这个来的人一半以上，你说一半以上买物业或者搬过来，或者你赚黄金可能没来。
好的，非常感谢。
别客气，别客气。如果没有问题，那我们就结束了。No questions. What's been too late at 11:10. So better to wrap up. I don't keep you posted. Let's get later on.
Yeah.
So thank you.
My pleasure to be here again. Yep.
Thank you so much. Yeah. In touch later. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a nice
非
day.
常感谢
Have a
大
nice
家。
evening.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Victor. Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome.
you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.